Episode 9. We're almost to the deck entry penultimate finale of the Bob Saga. Thank you for your patience. Shortly, we will short sell the podcast into more global catastrophe-related dividends. For now, enjoy the exciting multi-episode conclusionary and visionary tale that I will spin for mere pennies. On a podcastier note, I am now making real attempts at audiophilia and editorial pre-screening, and while I will make no Broadkowski-esque apologetic remarks, because of my Jenga-like fascination with purposeful tragedy of errors, I will endeavor to make the listening experience more holistically and eardrum pleasing. Marching to my own lobal beat is no excuse for plosive popping, or water heater artifacts, or fan-related frequencies. Note: if I haven't mocked you personally yet, I either haven't met you, or it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Yes, the episode is technically started. This is usually where I cut the intro out. However, there's a special reason why I'm still talking. The content is... there's a big time lapse in the content here. I went into hiding for a while. I wrote a bunch of delusional ramblings that were church unrelated. I'd like an opportunity to share those, but I also don't want to interrupt the Bob Saga, you see, so I think I'm just going to do what I want. Sound good? You were all trash. You just never helped me when I needed it. I was there for you. What happened? Alright, I can't do this anymore. It's time for an apology. The last few weeks have been tough for me. Really tough. I lost everything. My vaporizer fell on some concrete and broke. My favorite pair of black dress pants ripped at the crotch seams. A hole spontaneously appeared in my right shoe such that any foray into water would cause immediate soaking of my sock and a squish-squash feeling of impending foot rot. I went to sleep around 12 p.m. last night. I awoke at 8:30 a.m. longing for church, as I had been invited by a mysterious and gregarious gentleman. I quickly resolved to sleep until 2:30 p.m. and to eat a bologna sandwich upon waking. The mustard was deemed necessary after only one bite into the corner of the sandwich. The dry, bland taste of ultra-processed meat and puffy whiteness of styrofoam fluff to bread-like consistency begged for a yellow slathering of salty marinade. Ah yes, the apology. I think it's probably important that I apologize to the people I've wronged. Sincerely, my actions that were taken and perhaps the actions that resulted from all this activity and wronging was inconvenient and not very good for people involved in either the activities or the preceding events. I spent the majority of the day yesterday hanging out with a family friend who had the privilege, no, honor, to escort me and my winning lottery ticket to the nearest purveyor of electric bimetallics. When we arrived, they awarded me with no small sum of physical cash after proving my dexterity and prowess at machine divining. From there, we moved on to a location of manual labor, which I indulged in with the curiosity of a child, the slave-like repetition of the mindless heathens who occupy such positions full-time. Dutifully, I proved my competence at nearly any task before retiring of boredom. After I absconded to a new acquaintance's foreboding abode where we played games involving many different pieces of cardboard and the boisterous booming of voices echoing off of the many-chambered doors. For some reason, humans here delighted in the telling of lies. Confused monkeys unable to understand the superior being among them who pretends to misunderstand only as a biological scapegoat personality would to gather information about these lowly life forms. Those people who are harmed by interacting with me will have their memory gently replaced by a less than capable individual who barely bumbled through whatever societal or social gathering he attended. That should do it. If there are any further questions about my apology, or if you think I owe you a specific apology, please be as specific as possible about what you think I did, and I will respond directly to your inquiry and apologize if I deem it necessary. An example, if the action caused a result I disagree with or regret, I may furnish an apology directly. September 22, 10:46 p.m. So, I'm sitting here beneath a tarp. The rain hits the top of the tarp and blows it to the side, sometimes spraying me with the rain of the night. It is dark out, and sometimes it scares me, but not now. Only those days where I fear death from unknown agents. Those agents are sleeping now, I feel. They take turns sleeping and communicating to me vague threats. I'm not afraid of it today. Fear is a strange thing. It sometimes insulates me, and sometimes perplexes me. Sometimes it awakens me, and I feel alive for a brief time, and in those times I again fear death. It is not a bad feeling, but it also helps me to love life. When I'm not afraid, I am bored. When I'm afraid, I'm not bored, but stifled by my wish to live. Strange, no? September 23rd, 9:07 p.m. I'm sitting again in the dark, alone, dressed in my best vestments, except it is different this time. I am remembering what is real. My brain is reconfiguring its pathways automatically. I've destroyed my vaporizer. I smile as I walk toward my destination. The mental transformation is complete. I have absorbed what I wanted. The price I asked, was it too high? I can't know. I apologize to everyone. I am sorry. You see, the cult was always a front. The lie within the lie. The cocoon to shield my stasis. There is no more need. You won't see me again. Goodbye. For now. September 23rd, 9:23 p.m. Fuck, posted those two out of order. Dagnammit. Comment 1. Alright, let's just pretend the last two posts didn't happen, and I'll get back on schedule tomorrow with fresh new content. In truth, those were automatic posts scheduled by bar-pandering lawyers to be distributed upon my demise at the hands of the LOB. That didn't happen, so they're kind of unnecessary. Yes, indeed, the last 3 minutes were all 6-ish minutes long. Rule of 3 coincidental, or mark of the beast demonic premonition. That concludes Delusional Ramblings and completes your meal of podfill. The next episode contains the meaty dessert you've all been waiting for. Goodbye. 3 minutes are 6 minutes long. I like that.